Pelau is a savory one-pot Trinidadian favorite. Meat, including chicken, beef, lamb, or pigtails, is first browned using burnt sugar in the stewing process, and then rice is added along with blended fresh herbs, cooked peas or beans, chopped veggies, and fresh coconut milk. It's all simmered together, resulting in the most comforting of dishes. Gatherings occasionally revolve around this one-pot dish, whether at someone's house, a day at the beach, a cricket match, or a famous Trini River lime, where Trinis set up kitchen on the banks of a river, cook in the beautiful outdoors, drink and old talk. Heaping spoonfuls of Trini Pelau are loaded onto a plate and served with a salad of greens, watercress, shredded carrots, tomatoes or cucumber, or coleslaw and avocado slices. It's also accompanied by a drizzle of homemade hot sauce to further tempt the palate. Always washed down with some spirits, some coconut water straight out of a young coconut, a refreshingly cold bottle of Caribbean solo or Morbi drink. Today I'm happy to show you my version of Trini Chicken Pelau. I'm making a large portion today to serve about 6 to 8 people or a family for a couple of meals. In this recipe I use chicken, green seasoning, parboiled rice, brown sugar, peas, pumpkin, carrot, onion, celery stalks, red bell pepper, scallions and thyme, coconut milk, hot pepper, and pimento peppers. In New York, I use the fresh frozen pigeon peas, which I have defrosted. But back home in Trinidad, the peas are picked straight off the tree when it's in season. It requires a little extra work to peel the peas, but it's a labor of love. Fresh is always best, but in my case, fresh frozen will have to do today. I was always taught to boil the peas for 10 to 15 minutes to remove that bitter casa taste. The whole chicken that's cut up, or you can use wings like I did in this recipe, or legs and thighs cut up into 2-inch pieces. After you've washed the chicken very well with the juice of a lemon or a lime and you've drained it, season it with green seasoning, about a half a cup. If you're using wings, you may use or need a little less green seasoning. Add salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of chopped onions, and marinate it for a couple of hours or overnight in the refrigerator. Here is pilau being made with a whole chicken. Doesn't that look yummy? Next up is some prep work. We're going to dice or chop the carrots, bell peppers, onions, celery, and the scallions. To save time or for a quick pilau, I always use frozen mixed vegetables or the frozen butternut squash. To also save time, I use my handy dandy chopper. Just rinse and slice the vegetables and place it in the chopper, and it gets the job done so quickly. This way, anyone in your household can help out, your husband, or like you're seeing here, my teenager is helping to dice the vegetables. I will leave the link for this product in the description box below. There you have it, perfectly diced carrots. You can also use it when you're making fried rice. Delicious veggies, chopped veggies in no time. Now on to the coconut milk. You can use the canned variety, but make sure it has no preservatives. For the coconut milk, I find grated coconut in the supermarket. I add it to a blender with about 4 cups of water, and then I strain it. On my blog, I have instructions on how to make coconut milk from the dried coconut. I'll leave the link for that also in the description box below. Now that all the prep work is done, let's make chicken pilau. Add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. I use olive oil to a pot over medium heat, and then add your brown sugar. Allow the sugar to cook over moderately high heat, stirring occasionally with a spoon until it's melted completely. It starts to froth, bubble, darken, and expand, but not black and smoking. If it's black and smoking, you have to start over. It takes a couple of minutes, so be patient and do not step away from your pot. Now is a really good time to add the chicken. The secret here is to stir it frequently, continuously for 5 minutes, to allow it to color evenly and to develop the flavors. Cover and cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you're using a tougher meat like lamb or beef, you will have to cook it until it's about 3/4 way done before adding the rice and the other veggies. Once it starts sticking, it's time to add the rice. Cook for about 3 to 5 minutes and continue to stir frequently to develop the flavors again and to prevent it from sticking to the pot. Add the peas which you have boiled quickly and drained, and give it a good stir to combine. I'm going to add a little dash of salt. Now we'll add the peppers, the onion, the pumpkin, the carrots, the chopped garlic, scallions, celery, and the pimento pepper. You can certainly use less veggies if you wish, but I love it veggielicious. It not only adds a natural sweetness, but also a ton of flavor to your dish. This is why I don't need bouillon cubes and seasoning salts and flavor enhancers in my meals. My family deserves the best, the healthiest meals that I can make. Keep stirring until it begins to stick. Add your thyme sprigs, and then we'll add the coconut milk. Add the coconut milk and just enough water to keep it completely submerged. If you don't have coconut milk or don't like coconut milk, you don't have to use it. I have made pilau without coconut milk, and my family have enjoyed it just the same. Don't forget to scrape up the brown bits at the bottom of the pot because that's extra flavor for you. Throw in a hot pepper or two, cover the pot and bring it to a boil. When the liquid comes to a boil, reduce the heat to low or simmer and cook for about 30 minutes or until the rice is cooked and all the liquid has evaporated. If you like it mushy and soft, stir it often during the cooking process and cook uncovered until it's still moist. If you like it grainy, cover the pot, lower the heat and do not stir. Cook until all the liquid has evaporated. At some point towards the end, stir in some freshly ground black pepper. Taste and add another sprinkling of salt, and I do this throughout the cooking process. Today I'm making the texture of my rice somewhere between soft and grainy, so I'm stirring it often. Wish to leave in a little bit of liquid at the end of the cooking process because it gets absorbed back into the rice and keeps it soft. Whether you like your pilau dark or light, soft or grainy, it's all a matter of personal preference, and with this recipe you can create it any way you like. And there you have it, my recipe for a delicious pilau. I hope you try this at home and do let me know how it turns out. Until the next time, see you. Bye bye.